Hi everyone, it's Alisa Tilsner and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Australia. I feel like it's been forever since I've made a video for you guys, and today I'm just going to show you something really simple, quick and easy using the Timeless Tulips stamp set. And the best thing of all I'm using is white cardstock, 2 pieces of it, a card base and a layer. A little bit of StazOn and some Flirty Flamingo and Granny Apple Green because I love these 2 colours together. So we're going to do a little bit of ink blending. So the cardstock that I'm using is just thick Whisper White and then Whisper White panels. So very minimal supplies needed for this card completely. So I'm just going to, because I'm a little bit anal sometimes, I don't want to mess up my grid paper that is nice and clean, so I'm going to use a piece of grid paper that's already dirty. Okay, so I'm going to be doing some ink blending. I think I said that, I'm not sure now. So I'm going to start off with the Granny Apple Green, and these little, there's a third one here, these little makeup brushes I just got from Kmart, and I just used the big one for my blues and greens, and I used the middle size one because I haven't gone back and gotten a second pack and I really need to. So I just used the middle sized one for my warm colours, and I don't think I've even used that little one yet, so but I must go back and get another one, so because I like the big ones. So I'm just going to start by doing a little wash of green down the bottom, and I don't want it too dark. I love dark colours, but we're actually going to stamp over the top of this, so I don't want it too dark, and I'm just going to leave it like that. So that one's really simple. Now I do tend to be a little bit heavy-handed with my pink, so I'm going to really try hard not to, and I think that might be because I'm using a medium-sized brush. So I'm just going to fling that around the other side, pick up my ink and just do the same, and I don't want my 2 colours to touch, so I'm just going to leave a little bit of a white line, not a huge amount of white line, but I don't want my colours blending into each other. So this is where you can see that I tend to want to go heavy all the time because I get stripes. So I'm just going to try and work them out. And try and not go as heavy as I did in my first card. But I think that's pretty good. I think I'm going to leave it just like that. Okay, I should leave that out actually. Okay, I'm just going to, no, actually I will stay on my grubby paper. I can never make up my mind. Okay, so now I'm just going to take my big tulip. I need to give them all a good clean. They're starting to not stick to my blocks. So next thing is just to stamp my tulips. And this is why I didn't want it too dark, because if you go too dark, you can't see your tulips. So I'm just going to do these at random places. So this is going to be a really quick and easy card. Just make sure I'm in the screen for you guys. And hopefully I can get 5 in here, but I'm really doubting myself now. Oh, I wanted 5 because, you know, 5 is a little bit more pleasing to the eye than 3, but that's just the way it's going to go with this one, I'm afraid. Okay, Granny Apple Green, and we're going to put in our stems. So like I said, this is a super quick card that I don't even have to do any speeding up for. And the best part, well, not the best part because I love to colour, but if you don't like to colour, or you know, sometimes you don't feel like colouring in, this one is super quick. You turn them around, plonk them down. Because these leaves you can use either way. You can make some higher, some lower. And then I'm just going to come in and fill in any little gaps that I've got going on down here. Just make it look like they're in a full field of tulips. Okay, and now, see, this is the bulk of it done already. Oh, I need my sentiment. I didn't prepare that. Let me just grab that. I wish I had prepared that. I was trying to make this a super quick one. Now I need happy birthday. And I'm going to use Stays On for this. You know what, I'm just going to line this up. Excuse me if my head goes in, I really don't want it to, but I also want my stamp to be straight. I'm not sure that that is. It might be. Okay, so I'm just going to use Stays On. Oh, if I can get the lid off. Now, Stays On is a water-based ink. And I'm just going to pop that down the bottom. Hopefully that's gone on straightish. Now, there is one thing that I want to do now. I will clean that later. Now, the fun part. I have just a paintbrush here from, I think I got it at Bunnings. It just says 10 Renoir on it. I think it's just a round tip, nothing too flash. And I've just got some water here, and I'm just going to take off the bulk of that drip. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to grab my cloth, and excuse the state of it. I'm just going to pop that underneath because I tend to get water everywhere. So I'm just going to take off the drips, and I'm just going to splash that on there. Now, the reason why I'm using a paintbrush this time, because you'll have seen me use my aqua painter, is that this paintbrush actually gives bigger, rounder droplets. So you can see them probably coming up. Make sure I've got it in screen. You can probably see the green droplets coming through here. And it's drying pretty quickly, so I'm just going to do a tiny little bit more. Just make sure that you take off that first, whoops, that's going to leave a mess, first heavy drop, so that you don't have that big mess that I just did there. And it usually starts to happen pretty quickly. I just want a little bit more over here. So just try and get a bit more happening there. And then I think that will do me. So I'm just going to dry my brush and put my little cap back on. Okay, so loving that. I love the look of that. It's a little bit different. Normally I will do my ink blending and then splatter with water, and then I will put my stamped image on top. But I thought, let's just try something a little bit different. So I'm just going to pop that aside to let that dry a little bit. And I've got my Whisper White thick that I have scored in half. So my finished card will be 10.5 centimetres by 13 centimetres. And that is just going to panel across there. And I've got a little bit of the Whisper White crinkle ribbon, which unfortunately is not orderable at the moment. And this is the last, getting close to the last of the ribbon that I have. So I thought I'll just use this up. And I'm just going to tie it in a bow. I think I've got enough. Just tie that in a bow, get my fingers all around. Oops. Oops, I normally like it a little bit tighter than that. That's okay. It's always when you're trying to do it in a rush on the screen that you cannot get your fingers to work properly. There we go. Okay, and I'll show you a little bit of a trick because it's not as tight as what I would normally like it. Wow, what is going on with this ribbon? With this bow, she is all over the place. Alright, so I'm just going to scoosh it. It's twisted, that's why it's going bizarrely for me. Okay, I'm going to show you a little trick because sometimes this happens. And it doesn't matter what you do to try and fix it, you can't help it once it's gotten loose. So what I like to do is just to grab a glue dot and just pop it under where the knot is and stick it down. Sometimes you have to fold it over and squish it up a little bit so that it's not exposed. Push that down and all will be good. Okay, so this is our card nearly finished. and I'm just going to adhere that straight down. So very, very simple, quick and easy card today. And don't mind me. Oop. She's sticky. Okay, try and make that a little bit on the even side if you can. Whoops. That's it. Told you it was quick and easy, and I'm not even gonna, you could put sequins on there, I'm not going to. Or you could put rhinestones or a little bit of bling if you wished, but I'm not going to. But this is a card that I had done earlier that I photographed to go on my blog, and then I thought I could get 5 tulips on there, but I couldn't. But that's okay, because you sort of, your focus is towards the, you know, the right hand side of the ribbon, so it looks like there's 3. I'll claim that, shall we? So there we go. Quick, easy card using just plain white cardstock, and it didn't take me very long, and I haven't had to speed anything up. So hope you have a wonderful day. If you liked my videos, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell, and we will see you back next time, hopefully not so long in video time. Okay, thanks a lot for watching. Bye.